It's been 10 years since the United Nations Environment Programme, UNEP, submitted its report on the environmental assessment of Ogoni land, commissioned by the federal government. The report details the extent of environmental contamination, including surface and underground water pollution, as it recommends the remediation processes. Significant amongst the recommendations are critical emergency measures such as provision of potable water to some of the communities before the commencement of actual land restoration exercise. The federal government, through its agency, the Hydrocarbon Pollution Remediation Project, HYPREP, has spent the last 5 years attempting to restore the lands in less complex polluted sites before going ahead to implement the emergency measures. Ogoni in Eleme local government area, one of the communities signposted in the UNEP report, is found to have been heavily contaminated underground.
My community is the highest when it comes to groundwater contamination. The Nsisoke area is in Ogoni community. The Nsisoke, the recommendation of UNEP was emergency water should be given to the people of Ogoni people. But so far, we have seen the presence of contractors for the water project. And like the site where we went to, they have done the clearing, and in the next 2 days they'll mobilize fully to site. And this has given some level of hope to the people of Ogoni, which have been living on contaminated water.
The pace is very, very slow. The fast track that the president talked about is not there. And it seems there is capacity issue in the area of being able to carry out the Ogoni clean-up exercise, because so far we've not seen anything to show that in 5 years that they have started so far that anything has been done. The Ogoni is still without drinking water. The Ogoni is still without the audit of their heads. And the Ogoni people are still without the basic things they needed and expected from the process.
Other emergency measures recommended in the UNEP report include providing alternative means of livelihood for the people, evaluating their health, constructing a contaminated soil management center, as well as building a center of excellence in Ogoni land. For the remediation of the polluted lands, HYPREP says that some of the sites in the less complicated areas are being closed out, paving the way for highly skilled contractors to also bid for the remediation of higher risk sites.
So we have higher risk in these sites. And that's why we have insisted that only technically competent companies can adequately handle these sites to the remediation standard required. The sites have high risks and sites have medium risks.
Experts are urging the federal government to take a more sincere and multifaceted approach in the implementation of the cleanup as recommended by UNEP in order to achieve execution of the exercise. HYPREP is also appealing to the community leaders to discourage further vandalism of crude oil pipelines to forestall further pollution of the environment.